And usually with thrift stores and consignment stores, you cannot return the items.
Right.
That's the thing. You buy it, that's it. So you better make sure that whatever it is you're buying, you really want to purchase.
Well, look, Stephanie,
yes.
I bought a drop-dead, gorgeous wedding gown at a consignment shop in South Carolina.
Yeah, they have a lot of them.
Beautiful. I mean, beautiful. But the wedding was called off. So
that sounds like another story.
It is a different show. So what I did was I took that beautiful gown to another consignment shop and gave it to that one. And I got a little money for it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Because now I was in a wedding and I had a bridesmaid dress and I thought it was so cute. I said, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to wear this again. So I gave it to a consignment shop, but I wasn't as fortunate, so I didn't get anything. And it was green, so green isn't a popular color, but I thought it was cute.
Yeah,
so
you were wearing it. Yes. That's why you were thinking it was cute.
Right. That's right. Oh, definitely when I was wearing it.
Okay, absolutely. So I'm going to tell you my experience of how I even got started going to thrift stores and consignment shops. This was several years ago. I mentioned that I had an ex-fiance, I think in one of the shows I did. But anyway, kind of like your story, Leela, I was going to get married to and didn't. And I'm glad I didn't.
Right. Me too.
But
Me too.
After that whole thing broke up, I ran into some financial difficulties. And I didn't have the money to spend on a lot of new things. So a friend of mine called me and she said, hey, let's go thrift store shopping. And I was like, thrift stores.
Right.
I kind of had this idea in my head that
Yeah.
the stuff didn't look too good, and I didn't know if I really wanted to spend my money on it.
Right.
I think I may have gone in one time, but I really not all that excited about them. But I went with her because, look, when you're facing difficult times, you will do different things.
Yes.
You're open.
So I said, okay, let's go. And when I went in there, well, the rest is history. I was hooked. And even though I'm better off financially now, I still go. I don't go as often, but every now and again I get the urge to go to the thrift store, and I find some wonderful things there. So that's how I got started, and I absolutely love it.
Well, my experience was kind of like that too. My husband bought he bought a light running jacket, and he told me he got it from the thrift store, but it had someone else's name on it. So I wasn't feeling the thrift shop thing until my girlfriends came to town not too long ago, and they wanted to go shopping. I had these big malls in mind I wanted to take them to, and when they got to town, they were like, "You got any thrift stores?" And we went in and we found lots of great finds. And now I have a whole different attitude. In fact, I bought some stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about talking about it.
Yeah. And I got excited about thrift stores because I didn't even know you could go there to do anything except donate. And then that's when Stephanie said, I'm all excited. So I'm like, okay, I'll go with you. Right. And I'm like, whoa, okay, I can find some things here. And it was a great experience. We had a good time.
Yeah, and I tell you, and sometimes a lot of these stores will have specials on holidays or maybe various days of the week where they honor senior citizens, and they will mark down their merchandise even further. I mean, the stuff is already inexpensive most of the time, but they'll have days where everything in the store will be 50% off. Wow.
Yeah.
I have gone to stores where people start lining up at around 8 o'clock in the morning because the store opens at 9 o'clock. They will be outside the line, the man's passing out tickets, and when the door opens, it's almost like a stampede.
Wow.
So they had to get to the point where they let just a few people in at the time. Wow. That's when they started giving out tickets. So they said, okay, you group of people come in, and then just get them a chance, give them a chance to get settled, and then they'll let some more people come in because it could be chaotic.
Now, see, I don't have patience standing in line. I've been pretty fortunate. I haven't had to stand in any line to get in. Now, there may be a little bit of a line to get out, but they're very efficient to get you out. But to get in, no, I haven't experienced that. Yeah.
For a good deal.
It has to be very good. It's something I really, really, really have to have. Otherwise, I may not do that. But it was good, though. I've had good experience. So most of the time, it's not always like that. It depends on what time you go.
Yeah. It really does. It depends on what location you're into, because some locations are a little more heavily populated than other locations, so you may have more people there. But I love those days. But getting out of the store, you have to stand in the line. But I must say, they're pretty quick because they're prepared for that day. They're used to it. So they know we got to get these people in and out here quickly. But I tell you, just make sure you keep your cart with you because you have some very enthusiastic shoppers there, if I must say.
Whoa.
And you got to be careful. But other than that, it's great. If you have the patience and you may know what you're looking for. You may not be looking for everything. But I find that a lot of times when people go, they're looking for whatever they can see that's a good deal. It's like, oh, I like that, so you pick that up. Oh, I like this, so I picked that up. But I've been able to find a lot of neat things.
And even vintage things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people will buy something that's older. You know, someone will say, oh, I don't want this anymore. But it's great vintage, especially if you're going, say, to a 70s party or something like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Yes,
and that's a good point, because a lot of times when you go to these stores, you can find things that you wouldn't normally find in your regular store, because people give away things they've had for years, and now they finally decide to get rid of it. Or maybe there's an estate sale, or people have an estate and they will donate a lot of that stuff, and it's a tax write-off. People have beautiful things, like you said, china and flatware and jewelry.
Yes.
You can find some beautiful jewelry pieces there. And you know the more pricey things, because they tend to keep those behind the counters, like designer bags.
Yeah.
So ladies, let's show our audience some of the things.
I get a lot of compliments on this one particular dress that I thought was fabulous. Usually I don't wear bright colors a lot, but I thought it was great, and I get so many compliments. And most people would not have thought that I got this at a thrift store, and it was definitely under $10. So it was great. And then I had almost forgotten about this great jacket, and it's so cool. I mean, you can wear it with any colors because you have bright colors, and it's lightweight, and it's so cute.
Nice.
Yeah, I get compliments on all this.
And it's in good shape.
Yes, very good shape. Wow. Yes, no one else's name is in it or anything like that.
Right.
And this is a wonderful sweater that I have. Goes with anything. It's so comfortable, so warm, in great condition. All of these were in great condition and look really, really good.
That's great. Leela.
Well, I found these cute little shoes. And look, heels look good. I mean, these look like they were never worn, honestly. I needed some blue shoes. I saw these, and they were less than $5.
That's great. That's great.
I bought shoes there too, but I really worn mine, so I couldn't bring them here to show.
and that's a good point. You can find things in there that are new, because you'll have retail stores that need to get rid of their inventory, and they will just give stuff away. Rather than throw it away, they can write it off. It's a donation. They're helping a good cause. I found these beautiful barebacks, these mules that I can wear out for my evening events. And when I saw this purse, I love this purse. Now, I don't normally carry purses like this, but I thought it was just so different. And it's like a velour. I just kind of throw change in it, but I can use it whenever I want to. I think I did take it out with me one time.
That looks a little vintage as well. That's kind of an older style.
Yes,
and that's coming back.
And that's why I liked it, and I like the colors. This is probably one of my favorite finds, my soup tureen. When I'm having like dinner parties, or when I have people over for special events like around the holidays, I like to cook. I love cookware. I love things like this. And each of these items I got them for under $10. They were all under $10. And I think one of my favorite finds that Julie used, we're talking about your clothes. What do you all think about this?
Nice.
I recently wore this to my church's New Year's function. We did a 70s theme, and we just had a ball. And I put on my Afro wig and dressed up like Angela Davis and put on my fro. And I think there's probably a picture floating around here somewhere. You might be able to see me in my faux fur. I got this on one of those 50% off days. It normally would have cost about $40 to $45. Got it for under $20.
Oh,
fabulous!
Got it for under $20. Wow. And Julie, this is that infamous jacket, linen jacket that I wore in the audience when you went on The View. And before the show started, the lady who warms up the audience, she kind of comes out. She talks to people, and for some reason, she was picking on me that day. She said, "You lady with that bright jacket on, stand up. Where did you get that from? That's very nice." And I said, "Oh, guess." I said, "I'm going to have some fun with the audience, too." And well, they asked me, she didn't ask me where we got it from. She asked me how much it cost. And I said, guess. People were saying $500. Absolutely. So you all thinking about some places to go, just keep that in mind. I have seen beautiful fur coats at these places. And one of the other things that's great about it, say you buy something, which I have done, and then maybe a year or two, I don't want it either. I don't want it anymore. I get tired of it. I can't return it for a price, but I can take it back and just redonate it back to the thrift store.
I have done that.
So you're not wasting any money because you didn't spend that much money on it in the first place. So so you're not wasting money, and you can take it back and say, okay, and now get something else.
Yeah.
So
some really good stuff.
Yeah. So keep that in mind, ladies. I like your finds.
Thank you.
I love my clothes. We have a lot more stuff we can show you, but time will be it.
Exactly.
So we'll see you on the next show.
And if you want more information about anything we've discussed today, email us at lifematters@gmail.com. And that's with 2 S's on matters. See you next time.
Great, Julie. Thanks.